The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown.
All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the South Florida Live podcast. Listen, I am your host, Jeffrey Brown, and as we always say, we start off saying, this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Hey, listen, come on in. Join this episode on tonight. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be full. It's going to be engaging. It's going to be informative and exciting on tonight. So you don't want to miss it. So come on in. If you will, do me a favor. Those that are viewing, if you will, go ahead and do me a favor and just go ahead and like, share, and give me a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're there. Say good evening to us. Let you know that you're there and you're hearing as well, and the sound as well, the picture as well. Everything is going fine. The signal is fine. The sound is good. Go ahead and do that for me, if you will, please. Regardless of, I don't know where you may be viewing us from, YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. Go ahead and like and share, and hit me up in the comments. Let us know that you're there. I hope everyone had a day of peace and blessings on today. Everybody had a productive day on today. We know this is Monday, coming off of Mother's Day weekend. Hey, I'm sure live. Once again, happy Mother's Day to those mothers on yesterday. Hope you had a wonderful day and everybody had a great day. So come on in. Come on in, join us, please. Come on in. Hey, listen, you can go if you like, if you're first time viewing us, watching us, go. You can check us out also on YouTube. Go to YouTube, go to our YouTube page. That's the South Florida Live podcast. And when you go on there, do me a favor, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, if you will. And once you hit that subscribe button, just click on notification, click all, and that way you'll be notified every time we go live. If you would do that for me, thank you so very much. All right, we're gonna give it a few more minutes, probably about 3 minutes, if you will. I want everybody to come on in, and join us tonight. Those that are viewing by Facebook, those that are viewing us by Facebook, if you would just tag a few people, tag at least 10 people, let them know that we're on. Tonight is Meditation Monday. Tonight we're going to talk about some things that matter. All right, talking about the things that matter on tonight. And I got two guests going to be with me on tonight. You don't want to miss it. Once again, like I say, it's going to be informative and engaging. And we're going to have the conversation on tonight, okay? We may even open the phone lines on tonight. We may open the phone lines tonight. And some people that, if you're watching and you want to make a comment or you want to chime in, we may just open the phone lines tonight, if you will. All right. All right. Listen, once again, welcome to the South Florida Live Podcast. I am your host, Jeffrey Brown. And as we always say, thank you for joining us on this evening. Thank you for being a part. Once again, if you're viewing us by Facebook, go ahead and like and share and make a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're there. Also, tag a few people that you know that might enjoy us on tonight, because it's going to be a great one on tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a few more seconds, few more minutes to come on in, because I want to give my guests all the time that they need tonight for us to have a conversation on tonight. Okay, so please do that for me. Once again, if you're viewing us by YouTube, go ahead and like and share and give us a comment in the comment section, if you will. If you're first time viewing us, first time watching us, please go to our YouTube page, if you will. That's the South Florida Live Podcast, and join us. Please subscribe to us. Let us know. Join the family, if you will. Thank you so much. Join the family. All right. All right, listen. It's that time. We're gonna get it started. It's that time. Once again, I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna put the call in up there, because I want to start out tonight. And I told everybody I'm gonna do this every time I go live on Mondays and Thursday. I'm gonna keep the voting in the present in front of everybody. I'm going to talk about it every chance I get, because y'all listen, we're at a place right now where we need to know what's going on. We need to be aware of what's happening, and I'm going to make sure that we are aware. I mean, my viewers, whoever watched me, whoever tuned in, I'm going to keep you informed of what's going on. Listen, we know they what they did to the Voters Act, the Voting Act, the Voting Right Act. We know what they've done to that. They have cut it, they have gutted, they have trying to get rid of it. So y'all, one thing we got to do as a people, we got to come together. This is the time, and I keep saying it over and over again. If it's ever a time before that we need to come together and not be divided, this is the time now. We have so much. We've been so divided, and everybody got their own opinion. But as we see, these people are not playing. They're trying to take it back. I wish I can go back to 2019. I think it was 2020. During the pandemic, I was going live on Facebook, and I started this thing about talking about we won't go back. We won't go back, because I saw it then, way back then. I saw that they were positioning themselves to do some things to send us back to the 1940s, the 1950s, and the 60s. And here we are. When I brought out about Project 2025, people didn't know what I was talking about. What is that? A lot of people like, oh no, they can't do that. Listen, don't ever say what they can't do. As you see, they've done it. Affirmative action, they've done it. A lot of people say they'll never get rid of it. It'll never happen. DEI, they have done it. All right. So now they're dealing with the vote. And you know what's going on here with in Florida, just in Florida alone, with this governor that's here in Florida, that have threw out this map just out of the blue and now changing all the districts, changing all the voting act, the voting areas, and trying to turn this just Florida into redder than what it already is. All right. So we don't say what they can't do. We need to now get to a place where we're strategizing, we're coming together, we're organizing, and we're not divided. That's just where it is. We got a senator, Senator Chevron Jones. Some like him, some don't. I think he's doing a great job. We have a representative, Dr. Rosalind Osgood, that's doing a great job and keeping us informed of what's going on. So we got to be informed of ourselves. This is for us. We can't expect nobody else to do it. We got to do it ourselves. I like this. I like this. I'm gonna play a clip, and we're gonna move on. I'm gonna play a clip that Senator Chevron Jones he placed it, and I want to play this clip, and because he was giving us an insight of what we should do, how important our vote is. So I'm gonna play this clip real quick, y'all.
Y'all, in a vote of 17 to 21, the Florida Senate just passed Governor DeSantis's congressional maps. These maps will absolutely be challenged in the courts. And I can tell you there will be more information to come on that. In the meantime, here's what I'm asking you all to do. Number one, I'm asking to make sure that you all are registered to vote. And if you are registered, make sure you check your voting status.
Uh-oh.
Number two, build political power in your community, in your church, in your synagogue, in your community group, wherever that may be. Number three, make sure the people who you're hanging with in your circle, make sure they have a voting plan for August and a voting plan for November. Hear me what I'm telling you. All of this can change with you. All of it. Come November, you can stop all of this. And I know many sometimes say, I don't want nothing to do with politics. But politics got everything to do with you. Your gas prices, your groceries, your health care, your child's education. That's politics. And I know for a fact it may seem as if we're in a losing battle, but we're actually not. The people still have the power. And I truly believe the people are the ones who are going to help us win, not politicians. Let's get out and do the right thing, like I know you can.
All right, there it is. There it is. Hey, we got to get out and do the right thing. It's affecting everyone. And those, let me talk to the young heads, those the millennium, the Gen X. I know y'all think it's not affecting you, but it is affecting you. It's affecting everybody. I keep telling someone that I know who voted for the guy in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. They won't admit that it's affecting them, but it's affecting them. They was like, oh, what again? I always fill my car when I run, I get at a half a tank. I say, okay, how much are you paying now compared to what you was paying before? Oh, well, yeah, I'm paying a whole lot more. Yeah, you are. You are paying a whole lot more because of where we are right now, it's affecting everybody. And those that are in the financial status, and you in that, you might be, in that high financial status, and you don't care, it's not affecting you. But this is the thing that I keep saying about the selfish act of those that feel like it's not affecting them. It's affecting somebody in your immediate family. Somebody in your immediate family it's affecting. Somebody in your family that is they're not at that financial level that you might be. So it's affecting them. So don't say it's not affecting, just go stand idly by and whatever. Hey, listen, we know what they've done. They've cut the voting act. They gutted it up. And listen, let me ask this question. So a lot of them saying that, oh, my vote is not important. Oh, my vote don't count. Oh, the vote don't matter. Oh, my vote don't. And I'm like, if your vote don't matter, if our vote is not important, why you think they're trying to do all the things that they're doing to try and cut the vote and trying to suppress the vote, y'all? Come on. There's a reason. There's a purpose. They got a plan. Project 2025 is their blueprint. And they're following it page by page, chapter by chapter. And before we know it, we're going to be standing here looking at each other and wondering, how do we get here? And where we are, how do we get in this place? Because a lot of times we sit idly by and allow the things to happen because we think that it's not going to affect. Listen, once again, we won't go back. We can't go back, y'all. And you want to tell me, y'all, looking at stuff that's going on now compared to where it was before, you okay with it? That everybody is fine? You just, it's good? It's not affecting you? And if you got that mindset, that means you don't care. You don't care. You don't care about the least, the lost, and the left out. You don't care about the senior citizen. You don't care about the ones that may not be at that financial status that you're at. You don't care about the children that's coming up and the things that's going on with them in these schools. Come on, y'all. Now, check this out. I'm gonna play a clip, but check this out. Guess what's next? Guess what they're after next, y'all? They're after Amendment 14. They're after Amendment 4. Now, if they cut out Amendment 14, that means they can tell them, y'all can't vote no more. Amendment 14 was put in place to give us the right to vote, to be able to vote. Don't discriminate voters of who's voting. Now, that's to cover us. But now, Amendment 14 is in their view now. I know some of you like, huh? Yes, that's in their view. They're after that, Nate. They're after that now. Oh, okay. If you don't believe me, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, it certainly gives us an opportunity to look at those congressional districts again. Gives us a chance at all of them if we get some reprieve from the courts. And so we'll see how that goes, and certainly hope that the Supreme Court will overturn Amendment 14 and gives us a shot to revisit those.
What would you say from your perspective? I mean, other than Mr. Pro Tem, everyone was relatively silent on the goings-on. What would you say from your perspective is the biggest misconception about what the bills do, and a message that you'd like to see out there?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the biggest misconception is, the thing about it is, people tend to forget what happened when this thing went to court before. We actually, the Republican Party had that seat in Mobile, number 2 seat, that's the congressional seat 2. So the district 2. And so that was one of the things, there's been a push through the courts to try to overtake some of these red state seats. And that's certainly what happened in that one. And with the ruling that happened in Louisiana, we felt like it gave us a chance to maybe regain that seat, but also opened up District 7. So I think that's happened. All we need now is the courts to overturn 14, and we can look at a new election. The thing is, if we did nothing was going to happen. And I applaud the governor for calling us back in and give us a chance to revisit that and look at it. And what happened here in Montgomery in that Senate seat probably should never happen to begin with. And so, of course, I'm
all right. That's in Alabama. That's happening in Alabama. They're trying to get rid of 14th Amendment in Alabama. Guess what, y'all? If they're doing it there, the governor that we have here, he's playing by the playbook that Buddy, whatever Buddy tell him to do, that's what he's gonna do. All right. Hey, listen, real quick. I'm gonna open the phone lines on this one. If you guys want to call in, you got a comment. I'm gonna open the phone lines. If you guys want to call, that's the number right there: 954-245-4006. 954-245-4006. Because I want to do this. I want to do a thing. Why are we? These are some questions that I want to present to you. Why are we? Why are we as a people? I'm talking Black culture. are the most forgiving people in this country. Why are we? Why are we the most forgiving people in this country? People can treat us any kind of way, do the things that they want to do to us, and we're so open, compassionate, forgiving. All right, somebody told me that I was sharing with them that where I am, my complex, that someone got on the elevator with me. Somebody got on the elevator with me, and and I don't know if any. I'm sure a lot of the black males, you have experienced this with white female, older, whatever, on the elevator, and you were probably on the elevator by yourself, and they seem to clench their purse, clench everything, and get in the corner once you get on. So this happened, and I'm like, you know what? You're not gonna make me uncomfortable. You're not gonna make me uncomfortable. So I'm gonna make you uncomfortable. So my thing was, so I was like, okay, why are you clenching? What's the problem? Why are you fearing me? What's your fear? Do you know me? And she was like, well, no, I've seen you in the bill. I said, okay, but do you know me? And they were like, well, no, I don't. I say, so what's your fear? So if you don't know me, you don't know who I am as a person, what would make you clench? What would make you go in the corner? What would make you have a face of fear when I got on the elevator? So it has to be my skin color. It had to be my skin tone. It had to be me as a black male. But a lot of times we don't want to address it. We don't want to deal with it. And we just let it go. Why is that? I don't know if somebody wants. I got another one. I got another one. Why are we, as a people, the most traumatized, suppressed, abused, mistreated, misunderstand people, but yet the most divided people? Why is that? The phone lines are open. Anybody want to jump in on it? Why is that? We're the most traumatized, abused, mistreated, misunderstood people in this country, in this nation, but we're the most divided. Why? Come on, somebody help me. Why? Why is that? We're so divided, y'all. We have, we have people like, and I don't care. I get in trouble. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. We got people like Killer Mike, who speaking foolishness, and now you want to come back and redeem yourself after you done said the things you done said, after you done killed several candidates, black candidates, females at that. Now you want to redeem yourself, telling us that we need to get out and vote. And you didn't even vote. He didn't even vote. He didn't even vote, because he said he didn't vote for either one of them. But now you getting on and telling us that we need to come together and vote. Come on. I got a problem with it. I got a problem with it. Mike, Ice Cube, and others, all those other celebrities who probably did vote for that guy and didn't vote for either one, or didn't vote for either one. So I always say no vote is a vote. That's just me. All right. I'm move on because I want to get my guests on. I'm finished with this. Hey, listen, I saw this. I'm gonna finish with this. I saw this not too long ago. I saw this on a billboard. I saw it on a billboard sign. And it made me think a little bit. I saw it on a billboard sign. I don't know if anybody else saw it, but I saw it on a billboard sign. It said, I saw this while I was driving, and it said, you don't have to be a Jew to protect Jews. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't nobody go off on me. Oh, I got a problem with. No, I don't. I think it's wonderful that they put it out there. But I don't have a problem with the Jewish community at all. So don't y'all come at me with that. I don't. I think it's they're a great community. They're a great culture. They're a strong culture. And I'm listen. But here's a food for thought. What if you saw a sign that said you don't have to be black to protect blacks? Now y'all know I'm about to do a t-shirt or something. I'm gonna post that on my on my Facebook page. I might get in trouble. Y'all tell me, is that wrong? If they can do it, can I do it? Well, I'm just saying. I saw this while I was driving, and it said, I'm gonna repeat what it said. It said, you don't have to be a Jew to protect Jews. They're standing up. They're putting it out there. So I was thinking about it. Can we flip it? Can we flip it? And we have a sign that say you don't have to be black to protect black. I'm just saying, y'all. That's me. That's me. So we as a people, we have to stop going. We do this so well. I think because we've been taught to do it and we was raised this way to do it, but we have to stop this. We have to stop going around wrong, but confronting wrong. We got to confront wrong. We got to confront what's wrong. We got to stop going around it and confront it and speak truth. Speak truth to the power. Speak right, and stop just avoiding it. We do that too much. But I believe it's how we were grown, how we grew up. We grew up. We were taught that just avoid it. Don't talk about it. Just accept it and just deal with it. But at these times, where we are now, we can't do that. We got to stop it. We need to be at a place now where we don't walk around it. We don't dance around wrong. We confront wrong. And if we're going to make a change, if we're going to fight this thing, we got to fight. We got to fight it. We got to be in this fight together, not separate, together. It don't matter who gets the praise, who gets the pat on the back. We all get the pat on the back because we need to fight together. All right, I'm on that one. Nobody want to call in. Yeah, but we got to fix it. It's up to us. It's on us. We can't wait for politicians. We can't wait for our representatives. We can't wait for our senators. We can't wait for our commissioners. We have to work it out. We got to come together and make a plan. We got to strategize. This is the time to come together and strategize, not fight against each other. Come together and strategize. We have to do it. Okay? I'm going to say the other comment for Thursday, not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, because I want to know what people thought about the Cat Williams and Kevin Hart Netflix thing roast, but that we'll talk about that on another time. But listen, I'm for to bring my guests on these, man. Listen, we put the bring on two powerful young men, and we're gonna have a conversation on tonight. But I just needed to. I told you guys I'm gonna continue to just make this thing, just talk about it as much as I can, keep it out in the forefront, try and keep the people educated, try and keep the people informed of what's happening. And once again, we won't go back. We can't go back. We can't go back. Our forefathers have went through too much for us to just let it go so easily. And I said it before. Some of these Gen Zs and X and millenniums, listen, if we were to go back to Jim Crow and Jane Crow, y'all ain't gonna be able to handle it. Y'all are not gonna be able to deal with it like our forefathers them did. So before we get there, we got to stop it. We got to put a halt to it right now. All right, there we are. We're done with that. Hey, listen, I want to introduce these two gentlemen, young men that's coming on, and we just gonna have a dialogue. We're gonna have a conversation. I want to hear their heart. I want to hear what's going on. They have a passion for the city of Hallandale, especially in the athletic area, not just that area, but for our young men, our young kids. They have a heart for them. They have a compassion for them, and they want to see things get better in the neighborhood, in the community. So we just gonna have we're gonna have a conversation, and we want to hear what's on these brothers' heart. And so one I had the opportunity to coach when he was in high school. Great athlete, great young man, and that's Mr. Kareem Gordon. And this other young man is I think I know him. I believe I know him. Marlin Brown. These two young men, I want to bring them on. Hey, good evening, gentlemen. How are you this evening?
Good evening, Coach. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Sorry for that little first episode there segment, but I just got to keep the people informed. Hey, listen, once again, thank you guys for joining us on this evening. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I ran into this young man. Oh, I think they're having a signal issue over there on that side. We lost them, but I ran into Kareem the other night. Ms. Brown said a student asked who was Jim Crow parents, please teach your yeah. They don't have that conversation. There's not the conversation is not being had. It's not being had. So sometimes we got the church got to take it upon themselves, sororities, these organizations. I would love to have a thing where we go around the churches and we talk history to our young people, our youth. We talk everything else with them. They know everything else. They know songs. They know every rap song, every hit song, but they don't know history. And I ain't got nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with them knowing other stuff, being engaged in other things. But when they don't know their history, Maya Angelou said, if we don't know where we came from, we don't know where we're going to go, where we're headed, and where we need to go, and what's our future. So we need to teach our kids, inform them, and keep them engaged in what's happening. Okay, they're back. Hey, there you go.
How you doing, Coach? A little technical difficulties.
Y'all having a little difficulties over there, but that's all right. I'm
Yes,
doing
sir.
well. Appreciate it. Like I was telling them, I ran into you the other night, and
Yes, sir.
you said it, you were just thinking about it, and just God just have a way of putting things in place and working it out for the good. We talked for a minute, and a lot of stuff you shared with me, I didn't even had no idea what was happening. So once again, thank you guys for coming on. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it, man. Let's
Thank
talk
you.
about.
Thank you.
I know you guys' heart. Um, um, y'all real compassionate about these young men, these kids, these youth, the young adults, and the young people. Our youth in Hallandale community.
Yes, sir.
Um, and some things that have shifted, some things are not the same, and there are some struggles from what I'm hearing.
Yes, sir.
So if you will, just share with me basically where we at now, where you guys are at now, and what's your main focus, and what's going on, just what's going on in the city of Hallandale when it comes to the athletic area and just the young people, period.
Yes, sir. Let me just add. Let me add and just be able to give a description of my brother right here. This is Coach Marlin Brown. I'm so proud of him. And if I can introduce it, don't stop. You hear me, Coach?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm just so proud of him. And he called me the other day and he just touched my heart, and I just felt compelled to have his back because he truly has mine. And he called me and he said, man, look, I'm tired of our athletics, at Hollandale High looking this way, man. We got kids that we're grooming and we're growing up to send to Hollandale High. And I want to get Hollandale High back to where it was. And I thought about you, and God brought you later on that day. But this young man, he's a phenomenal young man in our community. He's passionate. You should see him when he's out there coaching. He coaches from the heart. He coaches from his gut. He give it all that he has. And I felt compelled to help him know that I have the Peace in the Hood organization, and a lot of guys align with me. And this is my little brother, and I just wanted to kind of give an introduction of him. Great young man. Like I said, he's one of the best coaches here at Hollandale Beach Power organization here in Hollandale, Florida. And what he's doing is phenomenal. What he's doing with the young man, he goes over and beyond. So I'll let him chime in on his thoughts, brother Marlon.
Thank you, Kareem. That's my big brother right there, man. I just want to really bring the culture back to when I was young, how Hollandale athletics was. I mean, like coming up, we went to games, the community supported the athletes in Hollandale, man. It kind of what made me start playing when I was a kid. I don't really see that no more. So I just want the kids growing up now to see what I seen. And,
Right.
the it used to be fun going to the basketball games, the football games, just seeing the community come out and everybody, support the kids. And I think it just made the programs more better when it was that way.
And
Right.
coach,
So go ahead.
I wanted to add to what Coach Marlon just said. And what I wanted to add was back in Hollandale days, I was telling the lady today, we knew our coaches knew us. So there was something about that love that the coach already had because he knew us. He knew our problems, he knew our growing ups. Like you said, you coached me. So you knew a little bit of my past and you had patience with me. So you were able to deal with me like that. Nowadays, it's like it's no culture. They don't know us. They don't know the kids. They don't know the people from the community. So they don't tend to come and affiliate themselves with our community and our youth organization here at Hollandale High. And that's a problem. And then it don't trickle that over to Hollandale High. What I mean by that, coach, is that you go to a basketball game and it might be 10 people there. I'm exaggerating the number because it might be 20. You go to a football game. When the last time you been to a football game?
I'll go. I go.
You go
Yeah.
because you support.
Yeah.
So I haven't been in a while because I don't know any of the kids, or either I don't know what's going on, and it's like a program that has no culture. So just to say this, coach, you knew us, the community knew us, and we were a community, and it's like they've gotten away from that culture.
And that's what I was getting ready to ask. Where did the disconnect, or where's the disconnect? Because I know when we were coaching, we made sure we were aware of what was going on in the Optimus area in the arena, because we was recruiting guys, because we wasn't gonna let you guys get out of Hallandale. So have there been a disconnect from the school to and the school and the program,
Yes.
the youth program?
Yes. Nobody comes out. Nobody comes to see what we got going on over here, and we a block away.
And so I know in our days we used to have the kids come to some of the games, like especially like homecoming game, or we'll choose a game for them to come and be a part of. So that's not happening anymore.
I remember when I was young, we used to wear our jersey, our little league jersey, and they would let us in the high school game
Right.
just because we was a part of that. You know what I mean? Now they don't do that no more.
Oh wow. So have you guys what direction you think you need to take now, and who you need to take it to get that reconnection back?
Well, we're me and Skip. We're going to come together. We're going to connect with each other first. We'll talk. We'll dialogue. We'll try to get with some pertinent people in our community. Anthony Saunders being one. He has a son, Jared Saunders, who's doing a phenomenal job over the athletics here. We'll put something together so that we then now can go to Hollandale High and speak to the athletic director there, or either the principal, because you want to do things in decent and in order, and try to get some alignment going on between community and the school, because that's obviously where we want our kids to go, to our local Hollandale High, instead of going to all of these other different schools. And we want to make our team great again. We want to make Hollandale High great in basketball. We want to make Hollandale High great in baseball. We want to make Hollandale High great in football. We want to make sure that our athletic program is where it needs to be. Not only athletic program, but the academics. We want it to be at a level, and I know they're doing some things to where they're raising the GPA up to 2.5. So we want to make sure that we are raising scholar athletes like we used to be back in the days. You guys didn't play with us back then like that. So that's where we'll start. We'll start with us, and then we'll go over to the school and do things in decent and in order.
Now, how well developed and how strong is the youth program right now? Is that solid right now?
I mean, we're building. It's all like what, third year up and coming. Just rebuilding the whole situation. We have probably 6 parks in the radius that we divide the kids above. I mean, too. So it's a constant battle when it comes to building the whole situation all over again. So that's why we
So
need the coaches clinics from the high schools to just help out. You know what I mean? Help people that want to coach. Some people don't want to coach because they just see the downside. And then when the
yeah,
upside, it says everybody trying to coach.
yeah.
Back then
So
when I was young, we knew we knew who we wanted to play for.
Absolutely.
right, right. And but most I don't the dynamic of right now in Hallandale, a lot of people that live there actually don't even go to the school.
Right. So
That
that we
that
need to
could
bring
be
that back. Because now I think it's a
right.
magnet school now. Yes. We can get kids from all over. Like on my football team, I got probably 20 kids from different places.
Yeah, because the kids, I mean, and like I was talking to Kareem about it. I kind of wish if they had that school of choice when I was coaching, I'd probably still be coaching because
Absolutely.
now the kids can go wherever they want to go,
All right.
and that's a major issue
Absolutely.
for especially like the high school program because we were saying if you don't have anything to attract them to the school, if you don't have a facility, if you don't have a strong staff, if you don't have a magnet coordinator who's out there really getting out there trying to go get those kids from those different areas, that can cause a big problem and cause the program and the school to fall apart.
All right.
So
Absolutely.
how can you how can we what can you do to now, being that you reach Stablins, to reach the kids in the community to get them because you I know there was time where you're gonna go to McNichol Middle School, you're gonna go to Colbert, you're gonna go to the different elementaries, you're gonna go over to Gulfstream and talk to the kids, even if you have a assembly, assembly just to present the program to those students. Are we? Is that happening? Could that happen? Or is that possible to happen? Because I know that was a good thing. That's what I did when I was coaching track. I went to these middle schools, even went to the elementary school back in the day, and I presented the program to them. So I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe that's
Very
something that we need to look at to probably bring. You won't bring them all back, but out of 10, you might get 5.
coach. That's a very, very, very great idea. And that's something we'll have to look. But again, you have to allow that. Now, if so many things have changed, do these schools allow that? So now going forward, we might make that contact. We got to go to these local schools, Gus Springs, McNichol, and don't limit ourselves just to these local schools. What about the Apollo Middles where you can go and get kids from? What about
Houston.
these different schools? I think Ocean has closed down, but we'll reach out to these local schools to see if they allow us to come in to build our programs. Because it's not about us, it's about the kids at the end of the day. So I'll let Coach Skip chime in with that because I haven't been. He reached out to me, and I'm gonna make sure that I help him with all I can, with all my power that I
Yeah.
can. So Coach Skip, chime in and answer that question
I don't know, like what to say.
as far as going to the different schools and basically letting the kids know that the program that you have here at Hollandale, as far as not recruiting, but asking them to come and play.
No, I'm willing to
Yeah,
do that.
Coach, I mean, you
I'm,
you
I'm
got to
willing to do
start.
that.
I mean,
I'm willing
yeah,
to
you got to
connect with
start
our local
somewhere.
parks because it's like we got all these parks in the area, and then once we build the kids up, they don't go to our high school.
Right.
They spread out and go to other high schools when
Right.
we raised them from 5 years old to 13 years old.
Absolutely.
Now they going to different high schools when we have a high school right here that need the help.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
You taught that right, Coach? So basically, what he's saying is that we have power programs. We have power programs. Northeast Optimists. I love them. I love what they're doing. Washington Park Buccaneers. I love what they're doing. Carter Lynch. I think they're at McIntyre. A lot of those kids can come right to Hollandale High.
The other teams as well.
And who?
Dang.
And Dania also has a great team
Mhm.
and a great organization. I like what they're doing in the city of Dania. So we're not putting a limit on ourselves at all. We're not dividing the parks at all. We're letting them know that these kids can be going to our school and they can be making a better life for themselves on top of making the school be a competitive team, versus they come to see Hollandale High and they laugh at them. That's how bad it
Yeah.
is. And I like what the coaches are doing, but the coaches got to be more active in getting out.
But I mean, I hear you what you're saying on that aspect of it, trying to reach out to other part. Y'all know I've been out of the game for a while, but I do believe that a lot of times at those parks, those coaches who are coaching them already have in their mind where they want that kid to go to.
Absolutely.
If you got a
Absolutely.
kid, if you got a kid, say in at in Dania, or at Washington Park, some of those coaches already connected to other high schools and whatnot, and they already have an idea where they want them kids to go. That's why I was saying about reaching the schools in that Hallandale area.
Gotcha.
Trying to reach out them and do a program, a reach program, connect with them. And like I say, out of the 10, you might get 5.
Absolutely.
You might, out of the 10 at Gulfstream, you might get 5. Oh, I didn't even know y'all had a program going on.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
At Colbert, they might, out of the 20, you might get 10.
Coach,
But
I agree with you 100%, but I believe in shooting my shot, even if a kid is in the Dania area and think he's going to South Broward. I believe in shooting my shot.
No, I didn't say not. I didn't say don't go away from that. Still go away. I mean, still present it and try and, hey, keep them out there, watch them. Hey, man, you know what? But once you do that, I'm trying to see, like I said, I've been out of for a minute, but once you do that, can you now compete with a South Broward?
Gotcha.
That probably facility might be a little better.
Got you.
That's what we gotta help.
Got you.
Can you compete with South Broward that they're offering a little more different in their magnet program that's drawing?
Got you.
Because like once again, I was telling somebody today, when I was coaching, when I ended up leaving and going to Boyd Anderson, most of my kids, I got my kids into their athletic program there where they can become either a athletic trainer or they can be they were into the med program. And that was open. There was no restriction on addresses. They would give them a bus. You understand what I'm saying? And
yes,
most
sir.
kids that were like, oh, I can come there and get that. Okay. Even when I was at Fort Lauderdale, I pushed the Cambridge program. I pushed pre-law. I pushed first responders. They had that stuff, and I can be
Absolutely.
I can come out and be a 911 dispatcher when I come out of high school. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you see what I'm saying? You can go and talk to those kids at those different parks, but what you got to offer them to come to Hallandale? What
Absolutely.
Hallandale got to offer,
Absolutely.
other than probably a good program. But when you're talking about education, what do they have to offer them?
Absolutely, coach. And that's
I'm
I
just saying
believe that's
that's my thing, because you can come to my kid and you want to recruit, you want to get me to send my kid to Hallandale, and I can say, okay, well, what educational wise, what programs you got for my child to come there? What
absolutely.
you got? And you can't give me the basic stuff and stimulus. I don't want. I'm not bringing my kid for that. And I
Absolutely.
understand you might have a good coaching staff, but I'm still
Absolutely.
talking education.
That's
So
what's important in education. That's first. That's
yeah,
priority. I
yeah.
like the information
Yeah,
that you're
I know
giving
it's
us.
gonna be that. Right, right. So I'm just saying, I'm just throwing stuff out there that, because I want to see it back too.
And
I want to
that's
see it back too.
yes, and that's very good intel that you're giving us. And it sounds like we got to cultivate our relationship with the administration and athletic department over there. We got to build those rapport. So I think that's what we got to do first is build those connections so that we can have those connection points to go on to see what we can offer people that we want to direct over to Hollandale. You know?
Hmm. Now, now y'all might, like I say, I've been out of it, so y'all can help me because I heard it in the wind.
Okay.
That they were even at the point of trying to get rid of athletics at the school.
Ooh, I didn't hear. You heard that?
Nah, I ain't that.
Wow, didn't hear that. I know our basketball program has been struggling. Um, Coach, I went to a game one time and they don't even let one side of the bleachers down. They just have one side up, and that's the side that the team and everything is on. So that's a sad situation. One year, our girls program, I think 2 years, couldn't even perform because they didn't have enough kids
Yeah,
to even play.
yeah, I
Um,
heard that.
our boys basketball team had been struggling. I don't know how many games they won. And then the boys, they're trying to do a phenomenal job. I like them, but I just still want to see some activity over here at our youth parks at Hollandale, which I'm not seeing. So it sounds like we have to get together on our side in our community and then go and have like a sit down meeting with the principal and also the athletic department over there to see what we can do collectively to try to fix this situation, you know?
Right. No, I totally agree. It has to start somewhere
Mm-hmm.
and with somebody, and that might be a great way. But
Mm-hmm.
even with the coaches, that's coaching there. I don't even know who's the football coach. Who
The, one of the Bush brothers, what's his name? Yeah, they're passionate. They're very passionate guys. I just be over here at the youth program and I don't see them. So they're not transparent to the community. And I just think we all, the churches, the community, the school, we have to align ourselves. I just believe that we have to align, like you said
Right.
earlier. We're in some turbulent times right now with just everything, and I think right now is the time that we come together. Community, churches, the people, we all need to come together and
Right.
try to align so that we can start fixing some of these things that's going on in our community. With that being our school sports program,
Right.
although sports is not the priority, education is the priority.
Education. Yeah. Yeah.
We have to align so that we can fix to where our community get back because our community love to support our athletics at the local Hollandale High School. You know,
Right. Mr. Coach Green, Robert,
yes,
chimed
sir.
in. He said, as coach is a as coach is a leader, we have to take full control over the community, like what we came up under. Just like Mr.
Absolutely,
Gordon said, but
absolutely,
who's going to step up?
Absolutely. We all have to step up, and it's where it starts at. It starts with stuff like this, us making a claim against it, and let them know that we are going to stand, because we're not going to take uh, our teams being embarrassed like this. That's what Coach Marlin was saying. Like, hey man, it's bad. It's real bad. So I think it starts here. Everything starts from the ground, and then you build it. You know what I mean? So nothing is going to come easy. We know it's going to be challenges, and we're just Marlon is tired. I'm tired. I know our community is tired. I don't know when the last time I went to a football game. And it's sad that I can ask a person from Hollandale, when the last time you went to a basketball game, or who do you know that even plays basketball? We knew each other. Our community came out and supported. And our school right now, we just going through it, and we got to come together and stand together. No one person is not going to do it. We all got to come together.
Yeah, we all got to do it together. And maybe the thing is that, being that we don't support it as former alumnus, we don't support it. We don't show up.
Absolutely.
They're starting to look at it like, well, it's not important to them. The alumni, they don't even show up. Winning or losing, they don't show up. And maybe the kids looking at it, man, they don't nobody come to these games. I ain't going out there. Why am I going to practice? And nobody's going. And I'm raising my hand because I'm getting with it. Y'all, you ain't been a guy. I haven't been. I think the last time I was the homecoming. But a homecoming game, one big game that they played or whatever. Oh, I know a game. It was when they dedicated the stadium to Carlton. That's the last game that I went to. I hadn't been in a while.
Okay.
I haven't been in a while. So I'm at wrong. I'm at fault with that one.
Okay.
Because I don't come and support like I should be, like I should. And maybe that's where it starts.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Coach, I want to say this.
Go ahead.
I want to. We have some powerful people here in the city of Hollandale. Our community, the mayor of the city, she's in dialogue with Principal Peters over at Hollandale High. I believe we can come together and try to get this thing fixed. It won't be easy, but I know that the people we have aligned in their places, mayor of our city, Pastor Saunders of our city, Pastor Wayne Allen. We have a great Jonathan Carullo, if I'm not pronouncing his name right, I'm sorry, but he's good. He runs our power program, our chief of police. I believe we can get it aligned in our city and be in cahoots with each other to make this thing work. Principal Peters, she's very receiving. And I think it starts here with this podcast. Shouts out to you. Thank you for allowing us to come on to be able to express how we feel. Thank you for allowing us to come on here. Brother Robert Green, he's doing a phenomenal job. Jared Sanders, if I forgot your name, please forgive me. But we have to come together and fix this, man, because we can't tolerate this in our city.
Right. No, I totally agree. But it's like, I think, like Rob said, who's gonna step up, and I think it's all of us.
Absolutely.
Alumni, it's all of us. It's all of us. The city, people who grew up in Hallandale, that's still in Hallandale. I know I'm not in the area, but I still can, you know what I'm saying? I still can come and be a part and show my face more than I have.
Absolutely.
I think it's starting them because they feel like if it's not important to us as alumni, then it's not important to the kids, it's not important to the school, and they don't care. And that's when they start trying to chop things down. Like, hey, they don't even show up for the game. They don't even show up. You see, we only use half a bleacher. And I think if we start there and then not only there, but build that youth program back where it used to be, dominant, they have to recognize it. They got to pay attention. They got to look at it. And then I guarantee you, those coaches from the high school, they got to come and check it out. So it's a combination of a lot of things, a lot of people, how we got involved. And listen, we just got to do it. Y'all get it together.
Absolutely.
Talk to the ones who need to, because you
Absolutely.
don't want to go over nobody's head, and that's one thing you don't do. Like you said, starting at the school is a good place, but also starting with the city and that
Absolutely.
program, get that program. Because I'm asked this question, and y'all can, how many teams do you have right now in that youth program?
8.
8 teams.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we should have what?
8.
8. That's it. What's that? Because y'all know it's been a while.
What is it? From 6U to 13.
From 6 to 13. So y'all have all the teams from the 6 to all the
Yeah.
way 13, but
Yeah.
the numbers are low.
The numbers, yeah, on some teams are low. So
Oh,
we reaching out for more kids and coaches to come and help out. You know what I mean? Like we can use all that.
you don't need coaches too.
Yeah.
See, and that's something that needs to be put out
Coaches
there.
that used to coach can come, give us our knowledge. Like, you know what I mean? You could do coaches clinics, however we do it. So, because we want to learn. The ones that are coaching, we still trying to learn. You know what I mean? It's never know to learn.
Okay.
I challenge you. I challenge you being one of my better coaches, coach. I challenge you to chime in on that because you were one of. I want to send a shout out to you. You were one of
Uh,
the better coaches that I received knowledge from myself, and I don't think I was a bad athlete. It just some of the things that I grew up in my community that caught me, and I want to thank you personally for that because
no.
you helped me with that as well. You were patient with me. And we need that. We need people that love to do what they do and don't work for money. They just love to do what they do. The money will come. I believe one day God will bless everybody with money if they need it. But if you love to do something from the heart, and I think that's what's missing. You don't know the kids, you don't know them, and it's like you cast them out. And our kids don't need that nowadays. That's why I like what Coach Marlin is doing. I see what he does. He goes over and beyond coaching to take care of the kids that we have. And if I could, I know I'm talking a little bit too much, but I want to chime in
No.
on Hollandale High. Um, I was really ticked off that we had one boys state basketball championship and they removed the one thing that we all grew up seeing on the side of the building coming into the gymnasium. They had a painting of that one and only team. Those are some of the things that our community has to get involved because we shouldn't allow, I don't care what administration comes in over at Hollandale High. We shouldn't allow that kind of stuff to happen to where if the paint wears off, it got to be repainted. If you go to the Dillards and the Northwesterns and the Ely High Schools, they're not allowing that, and we need to improve our culture. We need to get our community back, and we need to stand up against what's going on in our community, at our schools, and we just need to be better. That's it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you, and that's why I say I'll raise my hand and say I'm a part of I'm a part of that. That see at Dillard and Ely, and like Northwestern and all those places like that, their alumni is strong,
Strong,
winning
strong,
or losing, win or
strong,
losing. They're gonna show up.
they
They're gonna
strong.
be there, and that's why you can't. That's why they can't do the things that they did to they're doing to Hallandale because their alumni is present.
Absolutely,
The community is present.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that part is on people like me and others that weren't present. So they were like, man, those who went to the school, they don't even come. So it seems like it's not important to them. So hey, we'll erase that because they don't care. They're not here to stop us.
Absolutely.
Because you're right. It's nowhere in Jesus. They should have took that off the wall.
No way.
Anything, if you needed to enhance it or redo the coloring, yeah. But
Yeah,
who was there to stop them? There was nobody in the building that was a part of that history that
yep.
knew it. So it was nobody there in that building to say, "Oh, whoa, wait, y'all can't do that."
Absolutely. 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 Absolutely.
I'm hearing they removed a whole bunch of lot of trophies in the trophy case.
They did banners,
Yeah, that's not
trophies. Yep,
that's
yep,
not good.
But
yep.
nobody's there to stop it.
Yeah.
And we gotta be accounted for that one.
I think some of them don't know the history though.
They don't
They
know, but
don't
it's
know the
Out there,
history.
you know,
I
They
think
don't. The ones,
there's a
the
lot of
people
people there
that's
that
out
don't
there.
they don't understand
Mhm.
what that school mean out there. Like,
right.
Right.
Well,
And
like
that
Coach,
and that's why I say I'm faulting me and some of the others that was not around to make
absolutely,
sure they knew the history. I mean, Cunil, your aunt, she's gonna make sure whoever come in there have an idea, but it got to be more than just her and the
right.
other ones. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
She
It's
is
always number. It's always
more
greater with
passionate
number.
about where they at. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If they
Yeah,
knew the history of what that school came from and the people that played there, you know what I mean? They don't know.
they
So
don't know.
somebody might don't want to stay there because it's like, I ain't really seen nobody big make it from here. And when you know what I mean, you showcase that and be like, okay, this person, it ain't gotta be sports, it's whatever it is. You know what I mean? That this person became successful out of the same school, sat in the same classroom.
Absolutely,
But
How can we get that back to like the Northwesterns, the Elys, the how can we do what they do?
it
sound like
it
we got
falls,
work to do.
it falls on us,
Sound
alumnus.
like we got work.
Yeah.
Sound
It
like we
falls
got.
on, falls on those that have went to that school um, and graduated from there. I mean, I know QB fighting a lot for us to come back, and that's why I say I'm guilty. I'm big time guilty
Mm-hmm,
that I haven't been there. I'm big time guilty. So
mm-hmm.
now that y'all done put me out here, now I gotta do better. Even
I think.
showing up to even showing up to the youth games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. Like I said earlier, Coach. I guess it starts with this. It starts with this. We all are guilty, and we all got to step up. Everybody, and hopefully, this podcast that you're spreading and developing and trying to continue to grow. Hopefully, now people can chime in with you, and we can be informed on things, not only locally but nationally, and we can start doing some things and coming together. I like what you said earlier. You said this is the time to where now we have to come together because I believe we're not a part of the plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
you got to
we
come
have
together.
to we have to come together and unite and make things happen.
All right, hey, listen, I'm like I said, I don't mind saying that I was at wrong, I was at fault because like I said, I'm part of it. I'm part of that issue that I wasn't around or wasn't where wasn't showing up and wasn't seen and wasn't fighting or whatever. So that's something that has to change. That's something that have to change. Now we've had this conversation. Now we go from here and we start moving. We can,
Thank you so
y'all
much.
can start moving, making things happen. But I really think we need to, reach out to those schools and somehow somebody at the school have, some of the coaches or whoever over the program to go to those schools and do a little short little presentation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just not boys, but girls too, because
Absolutely.
there's
Absolutely.
cheerleaders. There's
Absolutely.
cheerleaders that's needed. And like I said, a lot of times people don't know what's going on. They don't know.
We have a phenomenal. I don't know who's over the cheer squad here at the local Hollandale Beach Optimist program, but when I say they're an awesome group, they're an awesome group. They're an awesome group. Yes, they win the state titles.
They run.
Uh, and so we're doing some phenomenal things here at the city. Shots out to Jonathan Carilla, our community. I guess he's the president, right? He's the president, or he runs our Hollandale Beach PAL. So
The
he does
pal.
a phenomenal job, and he's
Okay.
very receptive to anything that we bring to him. So we got work to do. We got work to
Yeah,
do.
it's do, and it's not that it's not doable. We just got to
Mhm.
organize. Like I said about voting, we got to organize and
Got you.
strategize, and just come together and make it happen. That's it.
Got you.
And
Thank you
anything
so
I
much,
can
Coach.
do to
Thank
black, yeah,
got
anything you can do. This won't be the last time. We're gonna keep the conversation going
you.
because once
Absolutely.
you guys get it together and start, who need to be, we can come back on and make announcements or whatever what's going on or where we at.
Absolutely. Coach, I'm gonna need your size. I'm gonna need your size because my organization want to gift you with the hat and a shirt. So if you can give me your size, I would love to gift you so that you can wear on your podcast sometimes, Coach. Thank you.
Sounds great to me. Sounds great to me. And I
Thank
did
you.
meet someone that had your shirt on. I was at a viewing. I was working a viewing.
Okay.
Turnquest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hold on, I know who the founder of that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I want to bring you on and have that conversation too.
No problem, Coach. I thank you for your time and
Let's
thank you
let's
for the
let's try and
opportunity.
make something happen probably next week sometime.
Okay.
And get you on and we'll talk about that.
Okay. Sounds good, Coach. Thank you for the opportunity.
Just real quick, let
Yes,
them know
sir.
what I'm talking about. Let them know what I'm talking about.
Okay, no problem. I am the president of Peace in the Hood United. Just to give you a short, abbreviated uh, comment on it, we are a grassroots organization where we felt like we dropped the ball in our community. There are some things going on in our communities, our local Liberia, Danny, Hollandale community, and we felt like we dropped the ball. So God gave me a vision that is now going nationally, not just nationally in our state and our local communities, to where we just want to spread peace and love and unity in our neighborhoods and unite our people, unite our communities. So that's what we're doing. We're grounding from ground up, and we quite often have gatherings, events, and we have merchandise, Peace in the Hood United merchandise that we sell, and we're just trying to continue to work and bring our communities and bring our people together. That's it, Coach.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna bring him back. We're gonna bring Mr. Kareem Gordon back,
Yes,
and
sir.
we're gonna have the conversation. He's gonna talk more inside of what it's all about and what it's been doing and whatnot. So hey man, appreciate you. Thank you once again for joining us, Mr. Brown, Marlon Brown. Thank him for joining us, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes,
Let's get it done.
yes,
Let's build this thing up where it gets back. And I guarantee you, if we start here, there'll be a different at the school, and people see Hallandale in a different light. But it starts. It should start there. Start where we at now. All right.
thank you, Coach. Thank
Hey
you for
man,
the help.
appreciate you. All right, we'll be talking.
Okay, bro.
All right. Hey, listen, once again, you've been locked into the South Florida Live podcast. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you for joining us on this evening. Thank you for being a part. I want to thank those young men for joining us, Mr. Kareem Gordon and Mr. Marlon Brown. Hey, y'all, we got to get it started. We got to do it. Get this program going. Thank you, Coach Robert Green, for being with us also. Man, listen, let's do it. I told you anything I can do, how I can help. I'm here because I feel like I'm a part of that. I know I haven't been, but I will be. All right. Hey, listen. Once again, hey, make sure you check your voter status. Make sure you're good to register to vote. Make sure everything is in place. Hey, y'all, let's strategize. Let's come together and organize. We can fight this. We're gonna beat this. And we got to come together. We got to come together. And I'm gonna say it again. We got to stop avoiding the wrong and walking around wrong and confront wrong. We have to confront it, not avoid it, not walk away from it, not walk around it, confront it. Okay. And I told y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna do my t-shirt. Y'all don't play. I'm gonna post it on Facebook that you don't have to be black to protect black. I'm rolling with it. All right. All right. Thank you guys for joining us on tonight. Appreciate everyone that's been a part. Thank you for being a great listening audience, your comments and your input. Nobody called us tonight. I had the phone lines open. Y'all get a call. But anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And until we meet again, this is Meditation Monday. I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown. And as we always tell you when we close, I'll pray for you. You pray for me. And we're going to watch God change things. God bless.
Email your idea for show topics to the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in to South Florida Live with your host, Jeffrey Brown.